Hi, my name is Don Briggs and I'm a member of the team at Breadboard Electronics, and this is project number 11 based on our starter kit. Another transistor as a switch circuit. This is LED dimmer part 2. The dimmer part of that comes from the discharge of capacitors. Even though in our parts list we have 3 by 100 microfarad capacitors, what I have done for the purpose of this demonstration is to change those. On the breadboard one, they are all 100 microfarad, but this just is to show you that if we change any one of those, it will change the decay rate and the visibility of the LEDs. Let's just prove that. So turn the power on. The capacitors are all nicely charged up, so we'll release that and it will slowly decay one at a time. You see the 1 microfarad's gone first, and then the 100, then the 10. Now, not 100% certain why that would happen like that. Let's just try again. I'm fairly certain that the blue would go off first, and the red and the green. Maybe the red uses slightly more power than the green. Nice little circuit just to explain how capacitors work really. Now the breadboard representation of that, like I say, I kept all of the capacitors as 100 microfarad, and let's see what the decay is like on there. So all three are all charged up. Turn the power back off and we'll watch those go out one at a time. In theory they should all go off together, but like I say, LEDs use different power at different rate, and it seems to be taking forever for the red and the green to go out, and there we are, they've all gone out. Nice little circuit. You could have something else triggering the original switch. You can have another transistor as a switch. Like I say, transistors can be built up into larger circuits to do lots of different things, but you've got to start somewhere. You've got to learn how these things go together, and then at the end of the day you make up your own mind where you go with them. That's the end of project 11. Thank you for watching.
This is project 11, transistor as a switch, LED dimmer part 2. This is an extension to the previous project, but in this case, rather than have 2 capacitors in parallel, what we've done, we've actually got 3 separate circuits. We've got 1, 2 and 3, and we have 3 different value capacitors here, and the idea is to show you their discharge rate through the LEDs. So I'll turn that on and then briefly off again, and we will see those 3 different value capacitors slowly discharge through the LEDs. Now you can change these capacitors to virtually whatever value you have, just to experiment. Obviously these resistors are the ballast resistors for the LED, so they all stay the same, and you could change the values of those resistors as well, just to play around with the circuit and see what it does and see how it can work for you. As you can see, that's already discharged. That was nearly there, and the red is nearly gone as well, just to prove the point. Thank you for watching.